Ladies and gentlemen, it's another review week. The week where we go over a bunch of cool stuff, whether it is basic blasters, pro blasters, modded stuff, whatever it is. And we got quite an interesting lineup this week, so y'all might want to stick around and see what kind of goodies we got in store for y'all. And for our almost last video of the week, we are doing a full week here, guys. If you couldn't notice, we're going a whole week. 7 days. And, freaking bug trying to ruin my intro. 7 days, and the blasters slowly get bigger, if you didn't notice. And for this one, we're almost there, but we got this thing. The Nerf Fortnite Storm Scout, which in my opinion is a lovely looking blaster. Well, let's talk about it first. Included in the box is the long boy blaster itself, stock, disassembled, the scope, 2 priming handles that will clip in a second, 6 elite darts, and the instructions that we do not need, because we're pros at this. So you're probably wondering, Seth, it's a Fortnite blaster. Why should we care about this thing at all? It's for kids. It's for the gamers. Whatever. Now let me just be clear about something. I've played Fortnite. I enjoyed the game. It's fun, occasionally. And some of the blasters that have come out of that, some of the Nerf Fortnite blasters, I should say, look pretty darn cool. This, in my opinion, is one of them. The look of this blaster, the color scheme, and just how everything kind of all fits together, even just how it feels amazing. If you remember correctly, there was another Fortnite sniper way back when it first came out, the BASR, the bolt action sniper rifle thing. And that one was taken with some mixed results because it looks really cool, and it didn't perform well like a sniper at all, but still looked cool. So people liked it, disliked it, whatever. This thing, however, at least for me, I've heard a lot of good reports about, because it looks a lot better, the feel of it is a lot better, and I mean, it comes with a sniper styled mag, which is super sick. Like this is so cool. But in general, what else is there to like about the blaster? Well, as I said, the looks. I guess we go ahead and start with the front then, in terms of looks. It's got a cool little, like, muzzle flash looking thing here on the front. Nice, big and cartoony and all that Fortnite jazz. We got a nice big chunky bit up here, which I believe is just empty plastic. But it's a cool, good little foregrip if you want to put your hand up here or under here. It works when you're priming the blaster. I kind of do one of these things, but whatever you are impartial to. If you couldn't see here, this is how you prime the blaster. You got 2 little bolts on either side, and once you clip them in, they're not really going to come out unless you like rip them out. So just be careful. But that is how you prime it. It's not a true bolt action like the Quinlan, but it's still pretty good. It keeps it easy and it's nice. Something big and chunky to grab onto. Underneath, of course, is the mag, as I showed. And to get it out, you pull the priming handle back, hit the little mag release here, and the trigger well. Bada bing, bada boom. There's your mag. And it fits in quite nicely, actually. I can find myself, like, it's not like stiff or nothing like that. It slips in really nicely. It's not like you're going to have trouble putting a magazine in. Just the feel of it is really good. It could be flared out a little bit more to be, easier to load. But it's still a smooth action, which is good. Another thing, which I find funny, is because I got nice big hands, I can prime it with one hand, almost, like that. And then I could Well, maybe not. If you can't hear, there is a ratchet in here, which doesn't make it necessarily as smooth to use, but it still allows for, you know, younger children to prime it. Trigger pull, it's pretty nice. Kind of a heftier trigger. And then the draw length to actually shoot the thing, you got to pull it for a little bit before you actually, let me try that again. You pull it for a little bit before you actually engage the trigger or engage the catch. So not quick responsiveness, but it's not terrible. In the back, you got the stock, which looks like it could extend, but it doesn't. It just looks like it. And I kind of like the look of it. The length of it is not terrible. I mean, it works, but it's not too long or too short that I'm all cramped up like this. It fits. It works. It works for my body, and I like it. And as you can see up top here, we got a fancy-nancy little scope that has literally nothing inside of it. It is just a straight pipe on the top of this thing, which leaves opportunities. You could put, like, I don't know, lights or an actual reticle inside of there if you really wanted to. But it looks cool on the blaster, and it fits the whole vibe of it. But why should you care about this blaster, though? Well, I mean, as I said and alluded to, like, it's a cool-looking blaster. If you don't want a cool-looking blaster, that's fine. Go ahead and get, you know, all your practical stuff and your pro-level stuff, by all means. If that's how you want to play, go ahead. But I like stuff that can be used for almost any occasion. Obviously, I have my pro-level stuff and my fancy-nancy blasters and all that jazz. But it's always good to have something that you can confidently pull out and be like, hey, this blaster is cool. I like how it feels. Let's use it. Because I'm not always going to be in a situation where I can bring out pro blasters or my fully customized blasters. I'm not. But this, I probably could bring to a birthday party and have some fun with it. You never know. But the cool thing is, it's a sniper, right? It's got the whole look and the feel. But random feature alert, if I go ahead, I'm just going to load 2 darts in here real fast. If I take these darts in this magazine and find where the magazine wall is, load it into the blaster, and hold down the trigger and prime it forward, I jam? Question mark? I guess I didn't chamber somehow. That's weird. Okay, now we're chambered. There we go. But now if I hold down the trigger and prime the handle back and prime it back forward, it's got slam fire. This is the Tri-Strike, but just as a full sniper-looking blaster, because the Tri-Strike has slam fire, and it's bolt action. This looks like a sniper and has slam fire. Because you need to have your auto sniper every now and then, right? But that's still just super funky and super cool, because you can still use this thing as a sniper, but temporarily, if you want to, just spray. Not terribly well, but there's an obscene amount of locks in this thing and doesn't work well without darts. But it works. And it's just fun. And it's funky and it's cool. But I keep saying sniper. Does it actually perform like a sniper? Well, let's come over here and y'all will be the judge of that. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you all know the drill. We have our handy dandy little chronograph right here. I have the magazine loaded up fully with the darts it came with, which are elite darts. But then I also have Nitro Shot as the control because, as I said, Nitro Shot is my standard, and so I will do that whenever I can. This barrel is going to be interesting to try to chronograph with, so let's see if I can actually line this up to make it work. 69, 72, 73, 67, 72, and 67. So, average of 70, which is cool, which is about the elite average anyway. And low of 67, high of 73. Let us check it now with the Nitro Shot darts. All right. Got it all reset. Nitro Shot darts loaded up. 59. 64. 57. 61. 60 on the dot. And 56.7. So lower, of course, but that comes with heavier darts, as Nitro Shot are. But not fully terrible. Obviously, with elite darts, they would get better range because they're lighter, more aerodynamic. But if you really want the accuracy, Nitro Shot's the way to go. Speaking of accuracy, let's take it to the range and see how accurate it is. All right, we have the Storm Scout here with a mag fully loaded with the elite darts it came with. Shooting here at the target, 10 to 15, not 10, 15 to 20 feet away. And then I have another mag fully loaded with Nitro Shot darts. Let us see how well this thing actually shoots. This is elite darts. We're probably not going to hit much, but we are still going to try. Exactly what I thought. And I'm looking through the scope too, just so you guys are aware. Can you guys see me looking through it? Yeah. Jeepers. Am I going to be able to hit the target? Oh, crossbar. Ah! Alright. Swapping out the mags. It's about what you expect from elite. Not going to hit terribly much at all. But now we have the superior dart type. And let us see what we are hitting with Nitro Shot darts. A little bit lower. Side of it. There we go. Oh. You really need more power with Nitro Shot. You don't need lower power. Oh. Round's complete. I mean, you're not going to be hitting things from 1,000 meters away, but at least it looks cool. Overall, why should you care about the Storm Scout blaster? Well, as I said, it's just fun. It's a fun-looking blaster with the color scheme and the whole Fortnite feel to it. But even with that, it still looks kind of good. The only things that are really like blown out of proportions is like this front chunk here and then the barrel. But everything else is actually like not overly curved or widened or sloped or nothing like that. It's a really slick-looking blaster, and I feel like people could use this platform for some really good stuff. You could put probably a whole set of things in here and make this thing shoot a lot harder. But even stock, it's just a fun little plinker type of blaster. And I have 2 magazines because I actually have 2 of these. But wanted to make the video because content, why not? But at the same time, it's still just a fun blaster to work with. Like, I love it. Well, I don't love it more than, most things, but it's just a fun blaster to use. And that's all right. Not everything has to be high performance or pro or whatever. It's a fun little blaster. Yes, the Quinlan exists. And yes, I use the Quinlan way more than I use this. But I could use this thing in more situations than I could the Quinlan. Each of them have their own place. If I really wanted a fun, goofy-looking sniper, especially for that one kid at a birthday party who's like, oh my gosh, this thing looks sick, then it's all worth it. But what do you guys think of the Nerf Fortnite Storm Scout. Can I make this thing stand up at all? I do not know. Ooh, maybe. Maybe. Y'all are going to stick with me on this one. Hold on. I will make it stand. No. Dang it. Yeah. Oh well. Let me know what you guys think of the Storm Scout and all of its loveliness and its wackiness with slam fire and all that jazz. And let me know if you want me to, if you want to see me like use this in a battle. Like maybe I'll just bring this to a party and be like, all right, this is what I'm using. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually be effective. We'll find out. You guys got to tell me. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have one more video left tomorrow. And oh boy, is it going to be a big one. Now make sure you stick around, subscribe, like, all that jazz. Because this review week has been crazy. We've gone over a lot of stuff. Can't wait for you guys to see the video tomorrow. And I hope to see you guys in another video. Bye.